Okay, this is the Nokia Lumia 800. It's one of our newest Windows phones, our flagship device for this year. It's a beautifully designed product. As you can see, there are no cracks in it. There's no design breaks. So it's basically a unibody made out of a polycarbonate material, which is very durable. Also helps with RF performance because it's kind of designed like the same material that's used in hockey helmets. So it's very, very robust and resilient. At the very top, these are the only design breaks you can see, and that's intended so that you can get to the micro USB port, and under here you can pull out the SIM card, which is a micro SIM. Just to highlight some of the specs, it's got a 3.7-inch AM OLED display, which is super bright, and as you can see, it also has the clear black display technology by Nokia, which helps really bring out some of the colors. The black looks really inky black. It also has a 1.4 gigahertz processor, 512 megabytes of RAM. This here I'm showing you is the Carl Zeiss lens, which is an 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. The device also comes with 16 gigabytes of onboard memory and a 1450 milliamp hour battery, which will definitely last you a full day of good amount of use. The platform that this comes with is a Windows Phone 7.5, which is the Mango release. It's a really great platform for social networking. I'd like to show you, for example, how when you have like 200 or 300 Facebook contacts, it's really hard to stay in touch with the ones that you care most about. So what this platform allows you to do is from your People's Hub, you can create a group, and let's say you call this group Friends. So these are your best friends, basically the ones that you actually want to stay in touch with. You can add a contact, and you can select, let's say I just want to select 3 contacts to add to this group. I'm just picking some random ones here. Once I've added them, I can then pin that directly to the start screen, which it shows at the bottom of the UI. And this is a really great way to stay in contact with just what those friends are doing. So when I select this tile now, it brings out just these 3 contacts who are my best friends. I can see all the latest updates from them. In this case, it's going to download. We're having a few Wi-Fi issues, so this may not update, but the idea is that just the Facebook updates from these contacts will show up in this screen. You can also see their photo albums directly from here. So basically, this is a highly effective way of making sure you stay in touch with the people you want, and it still enables you to go back to the People's Hub and see everyone's updates, as you can see in the same old Facebook kind of fashion, the most recent updates at the top. Also in this platform we have a couple of unique Nokia differentiators. Let me go down here. Here's the Nokia Drive app. What this is, it offers you a 2D and 3D voice navigation, helps you find your way around in new towns. It has 3D images of points of interest, such as right now it's downloading the images, but if for instance I zoom in here, let's see if this will work. This might not work right now because it's not downloaded the images here, but basically you'll see 3D points of interest, like you'll see Big Ben as you're driving past it, and you can get those visual cues as you're driving. So that makes the driving and navigation experience so much more familiar and easy to do.
And this is vector-based as well?
This is vector-based maps, correct. So there is also Nokia Maps, which I think I have to go through this menu. Let me just search. Another cool thing, you can search through long lists of applications. Okay, so Nokia Maps is not on this one, but you can download that from the marketplace. So Nokia Maps helps you find local points of interest. It's a great way of seeing photographs of restaurants, the inside of places you might want to go and see, as well as reviews and that kind of thing. So,
and that's tile-based?
That is a tile-based mapping, exactly. So let me have a look. What else is there worth highlighting here? The internet browsing capabilities are really second to none here. The Internet Explorer 9, just as you would see on your desktop, is available on the UI here. This one has full HTML5 support. It's super fast because of the hardware graphics acceleration. Unfortunately, here today at the trade show, we got so many people using the Wi-Fi network, so we're having some technical difficulties here. But we've got test data to prove that the performance of this browser is really super fast and will not let you down unless you're at a trade show. To tie that into the rest of the internet experience, when you load up the Bing search, you've got a variety of really cool options. I don't know if you can see that clearly enough. On the very left, we've got an icon for what we call Local Scout. What that does is it identifies local restaurants, shops, see and do, things to see and do, shopping places, as well as various highlights. The reason this is really powerful is because when you travel to a new place you haven't been before and you need to grab a quick bite to eat and you don't know where to go, this tool not only helps you find restaurants that you might be interested in, but it also has the reviews from consumers who have been there, and they can recommend whether or not that's a good restaurant. Of course, it ties you directly into the information. You can make a booking reservation straight from here. Gives you hours information. So it's a very rich search capability there. When I go back to the search menu, there's also music ID. There's a visual search where if I turn this on, if I had a book or something, let me see, I'll just grab this water bottle for instance. Let's see if I can scan some text here. It might be a bit blurry there because let's see. What this does is that this, for instance, will help you directly translate the text into another language. So if let's say you're in Spain, you look at a menu, you could take a picture of the menu and it will translate the words for you into your own language so you know what you're ordering. It's struggling to find this because it's a little bit blurry. That's because my hands are shaking a little bit here. But you get the idea. So, and the last thing, of course, is the speech recognition. So you can do a voice search instead of typing it in. So that's really impressive internet capabilities. Overall, it's a highly customizable platform. As you can see, you can move icons around very easily. So you can sort your tiles out in the way you want. It's very easy to use. For the first time user of this, they don't need to be intimidated by it because it is super easy to get familiar with. I've been using it for about a month and a half now, and I don't think I could ever use another platform again.
Are there any music features new to Nokia?
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up. There's let's have a look. Here we go. I'll have to do a search if I type in. Well, on this particular model we don't have it right now, but let me just describe the feature to you. We have mixed radio built into the music player. What that offers is the ability to stream music down to your device from over 14 million tracks that we have on the Nokia Music Store. You can download it, listen offline. It will help you cache. You can cache that basically to what I'm saying here is that you can store it to memory and play it back offline. So just like the other Last FM or Pandora, you can stream the music for free without having a username or password needed. So straight out of the box, you'll be able to go there, play music, and have a really good music experience. You can also download them from that site by simply pressing the download button. I apologize that it's not on this particular phone here, but it's a really powerful experience. And there's also this gig finder where you can find local events, local concerts, and you can get information on those shows as well as pricing information and book directly from your phone to order tickets.
And those are unique to Nokia handsets?
That is correct, yes. So,
any application specific?
There is also this app highlights application, which is a feature which will help certain markets that don't benefit from the marketplace filtering. So that basically what you can do here is in certain countries, like let's take India as an example. There might be hundreds of applications that are relevant to India that you won't see in the marketplace when you're in Europe or in the US, for instance. So this app highlights application will determine where your location is, and based on that it will have a customized list of applications that are suitable for that market. It's just loading up still. I just wonder if it's going to come up now or...
How does this phone differ to the 710?
The Nokia Lumia 710 and the Nokia Lumia 800 are similar in many ways, but there are some very subtle differences. For example, let's just begin with some of the basics. This one has 16 gigabytes of memory versus the 710, which has 8 gigabytes of memory. This one has a 3.7-inch display that's AM OLED, whereas the 710 is an LCD display, so this one is a lot brighter. There's a 5 megapixel camera on the 710 versus the 8 megapixel Carl Zeiss on the 800. Let me see, there's in terms of processing, they're both the same 1.4 gigahertz. They're both 512 megabytes of RAM. Let me see what the other main difference might be. That this one does have a bigger battery at 1450 milliamp hours, whereas the 710 is 1300 milliamps. And I think primarily that obviously it goes without saying that the design is also very unique and different. This one is certainly our flagship premium offering. Just a couple of very subtle differences. These keys are capacitive on the 800 versus the 710, which are tactile keys. In fact, I do have a 710 on me in my pocket here. Just grab it. Actually, let's not use that one. Sorry, I've got so many things in my pocket here. As you can see, there are some tactile keys. Let me pop that on. So you can see the tactile keys on the 710 versus the capacitive keys there. So I mean, overall, the functionality is very similar. In terms of the keys that they have, they're both with micro SIM, and both of them don't have a micro SD slot. So it's not expandable memory. We've designed it so that the consumer experience is optimized with the right memory configuration, and so I think that covers the main differences. Of course, the 710 has the interchangeable back covers, which the 800 doesn't have. And the way we encourage users to customize their color experience is to have these colored soft cases that we have through the Nokia Gear channel.
Okay, thank you very much.